And each night on The Masked Singer Australia, we have to say goodbye to a much-loved character. And last night, it was Sloth who was unmasked and revealed to be another legend of Australian music, Katie Noonan. Let's have a look at her time on the show. What a moment. Well, here to talk to us about her experience is the brilliant Katie Noonan herself. Welcome to the Ben, Rob and Robbo show.
Thank you very much for having me, lads. I'm thrilled to be here.
Now, let me ask you, you're coming from a hotel room. You wouldn't be in quarantine by any chance, would you?
I sure am, yes. Welcome to hotel quarantine in sunny Queensland. I'm actually currently looking at 3 dudes painting a building on that kind of window cleaning thing, which is really random. They're quite cute.
Do they have their
They are wearing clothes, unfortunately, yeah. So, yeah, going a bit bonkers, but it's all good. And sorry, I kind of made my bed, but not really, because you can't do room service and, you can't see anybody for 14 days.
We're not your mum.
Well, Katie, tell me, you had one of the most talked about costumes, Sloth. It's amazing. What can you tell us about the costume? Was it hard to get into? Was it uncomfortable?
Yes to all of the above. I asked specifically for a costume that completely enveloped my whole body. I wanted to disguise anything that you could tell the shape of the person underneath. I'm a very proud curvy mama, and I thought if you could see my arms or my legs, you'd be able to kind of tell what physical size I was. And, to be honest, there are only a handful of curvy mamas in Australia, singers. Obviously, there are millions of curvy mamas, but not many of us in the kind of pop world. So I wanted to totally disguise my body. I really got into it. I went super method. I became Sally the Sloth. I was Sally. When they sent me the sketch, I was like, I absolutely love her. I love sloths. I'm so happy to be Sally the Sloth. And actually, when they were doing the clue packages and it said, will they show up on time? I was like, man, they got me figured out because I generally run late. So I was like,
I get you.
It totally got me. Yeah.
Well, look, you are so versatile as an artist. You have spanned across so many genres. I'm a huge fan, by the way. With jazz, indie rock, pop opera. Now, what was your strategy for The Masked Singer? Like, did you get to choose these songs, and were you trying to cover up some of these genres?
So I didn't. Well, the songs were suggested for me, and I was like, "Hello, Lizzo is my queen. I'm very happy to get my Lizzo on." I also thought that Lizzo really suited the character of Sloth, because she's a bit of a curvy girl, and Lizzo's a gorgeous curvy girl with some sass. So I was like, I'm going to become the sassy Sloth. Then they suggested the Whitney tune. Well, originally I think it was Steve Winwood, but it was Whitney singing. Whitney's been my queen since I was 5. So the honour of singing 2 African-American women who I completely admire and respect and look up to was great. But I really did try to disguise my voice as much as possible, and kind of, like I sang with their accent, so I sang with a more American accent, which I never do. My life has been dedicated to making my voice as unique and like myself as possible. Whereas I wasn't myself, I was Sally the Sloth. So I took it seriously and really tried to disguise my voice. Gary Pinto, the vocal coach, is the sweetest guy and an incredible singer, and he gave me some hints to help. And then moving forward, all the songs they picked I loved if I went on. One of them I didn't, and so I told them, and they were super cool with going through other suggestions.
Great.
I understand it's a TV show. They got a lot to think of. They've got to cover the pace of the show, all the showbiz magic. So,
hey, tell us, who did you not want to sing? That's controversial. We want the controversy. Was it Madonna because you think she looks like a Pavlova now?
No, I love Madonna. I love her beautiful face that she used to have.
Katie, talking
Yeah.
about Madonna, you have been in the headlines this week for comments you made about her plastic surgery. And since then,
Oh,
you've
God.
revealed that in your career, you have been told to lose weight and get Botox.
Yeah.
You had to reveal that because of the backlash you received about not being part of the sisterhood and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, no, I didn't have to reveal it. I chose to reveal it.
Sure.
Purely because, oh, look, I wish I hadn't written it, honestly, to be honest, because the shit show it caused was just, we got better things to do with our times, with our time.
Yeah, surely you're
Yeah.
allowed to just have an opinion. You know, like...
Well, apparently not at the moment. It's a very... Look, I forgot about internet keyboard warriors, and I forgot about those peeps. I haven't had any really serious ones since Com Games, and they were ridiculous. Like, they were just hilarious, just saying the most bonkers stuff and thinking I had all this control that I didn't have over the ceremony and, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that was the last time I'd had really quite horrible stuff. But I really came to understand people's different points of view. And, of course, anybody can do whatever the hell they want
Hang
to
on,
their
is it a
body.
point of view or is it being shouted down? Because when you get that pile on, and you're right, you didn't have to reveal the things that have been said to you, but you chose to as a way of explaining yourself because of that pile on, and that's where I was coming from with the have to comment.
Yeah, well, I think that society does put an unrealistic and pretty, actually kind of very weird pressure on women to look a certain way and to not honour the absolute gift of getting older. I'm 43, proud of being 43, love all my frown lines, love my shingle scars, love my face because it's lived 43 years and that's a privilege and a gift. That's my choice to age without any plastic surgery or Botox or fillers or whatever else. But then
who
I also
cares what you look like when you have, like, you literally
When I'm a
have,
sloth.
and I will say this to you, you have literally one of the best voice I've ever heard in my life. Like, I remember when I first, it was one of the CDs that I've still kept, and I threw out a lot of my CDs. My partner said I couldn't keep hoarding all DVDs and CDs, and I think I've only got 10 left. And I swear, I've lived in this apartment that I've been in now for over 20 years, and these walls have heard you singing so much. And I just want to thank you as an artist and say, who gives a stuff about what people look like? It's about you and your art and your talent.
Well, thank you. That's very beautiful to say, and I agree. When I listen to music, I generally got my eyes shut. I genuinely don't care about physical appearance. I only really care about the kindness of your heart and what you do with your life and blah, blah, blah. But having said that, I just want to make it clear that women or men can do, of course, anything to their bodies. I was never suggesting that they couldn't. I was simply saying that of two heroes of mine that I've watched grow up since I was a little girl, Joni Mitchell and Madonna, the incredible difference in their faces. And
the choices
I actually
they have
think,
made with their bodies, yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Katie,
but it's your choice. You do whatever the hell you want. It's your body.
Yeah,
you know.
Katie,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for being on the Ben Robin Robbo Show. We appreciate your time today. Cheers.
Thanks for having me. Take care.
It's the Ben Robin Robbo, Ben Robin Robbo Show. Ben Robin Robbo Show.